Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. This is the Majora's... Oh my god, what race is this? Majora's Mask Mysteries Tournament Season 2, Game 1, Round 2 race between Xandervile and ChaoticYosher. I'm Shenanbird. I am your restreamer, your seed roller, and one of your commentators for today, and the streams are not cropped. One day, they will be. I'm just pointing that out. Give me a moment. Since I'm one of your commentators today, in the commentator box with me, I have SGD Sean.
Hello.
Hello. And in the tracker cage, we have Axel Ryman. And Sean's kind of got his foot in the cage. He's helping him out. So...
It looked comfy, to be fair.
It is pretty comfy in there. We've got pillows, we've got cookies, we've got everything you could possibly need. You know. Except for, the people that Axel do not wish to share the cage with. Didn't realize I'm chewing on his leg.
Oh, I thought that was for massage table. Oh.
Oh, yes, that is one big thing. This is Xandervile's first restream, because every single one of their races fell through. So, yeah, Xander is very excited to be on Restream today. Yeah. Hi, Fox. So yes, welcome in, everybody. How are you feeling about the seed today, Sean? In nice terms, if you could.
You rolled it, so I'm glad I'm not playing it.
Clap. I'm just gonna give you a clap for that. We are hoping that the race should have no issues today, but we'll see. We'll see. But let's begin. So, no mask start. Nobody checked Tattle. Wallet
Oh yeah,
start.
we did start with a wallet, yeah.
Yosha going straight to night 1. I didn't see anything on Cafe.
No, I'm surprised you changed this early. I thought usually you do it in Laundry Pool. That Stray Fairy's on.
I did see Song of Healing in Xander's thing. No crates. So we have Xandervile's audio today. Please let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. They have apparently planned some music in, so...
Oh, interesting. I didn't quite see what that was.
No, nor did I. We'll have to see if they go back for it. Guru has nothing. Swordsman School. Yoshi's frog is sounding too human. What, does it like scream at you or something? Ah! To be fair, if I was a frog in Majora's Mask, I'd scream too.
Especially when a human-sized frog walks up to you.
Yeah. This routing from Yosha is really interesting. Missing in-res. Here's to hope this stuff in isn't way up the hero.
This is an opening I've actually started doing for the Scrubs tournament. Because there's only really kind of like 3 heavy time lock checks in day 1, really. With Madame Aroma, with Stockpotting and Old Lady, and you can get 2 of them if you do this.
No hit spots.
I don't think we saw anything in the Keaton Grass either. So no Keaton Grass.
I've seen Keaton Grass many times. Ooh, Bremen. Bremen in the tree.
Oh, just unfortunate on the timing there.
You tried.
Of course.
And we got some hints coming. Here we go. Time to smile and wave, boys. Ooh, Zora. Termina Field is Wave of the Hero. Shock noise.
Frog Choir is on.
So song sanity is off. Pinnacle Rock. Deku Palace.
Oh. All three wafts in the Gossipstone Grotto.
So, Terminal Wath for Zora, I'm guessing, because that is where Yosha is now.
Also, I don't know if you can hear Xander's music.
I actually can't. Butler is dead. Butler.
I think that's shuffled red rupees that we just saw on Yosha's side.
I will look at the audio for Xander. Oh, it is very low. Let me know if that's any better. Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, it's shuffled red rupees.
Okay, so we got at least overworld reds.
Yep.
A nice gold rupee that won't completely fall on the floor because we started with a wallet. That's easy bank one. Okay.
Immediately getting soil checks.
Soils aren't on. Did he check fish for scoops?
I
know he was swinging his bottle
so.
around, but I don't actually know if he checked fish.
Alright, greens are not shuffled at least. It's not full ruby sanity.
What's Tingo got for us? Nothing.
I'm starting to think red rupees are shuffled, you know. Just an instinct. With them being everywhere.
I mean, we haven't seen any magic draws yet, so that lowers the chances of snowballs.
But snowballs are one of the most fun settings.
It's true. I absolutely agree with that.
Unless you were my round 1 race where I forgot a snowball and lost. But we don't talk about that part.
Sorry, what did you say?
Exactly.
Was this something to do with one of the 2 5-hour seeds that you did?
No, that was not the 5-hour seed you gave me.
Just confirming.
I think you did roll it, though.
Shocking.
I think you rolled all of my seeds.
Yeah, I did.
No wonder I'm not playing mystery at the moment.
I put you into retirement, didn't I?
Ooh, big chest and pea hat, which you do actually miss out on when you do an early night cycle.
Another wallet! Woohoo!
No, well,
that is LTK. You are right. It was LTK on the bomb shop. Whoever said it. Thank you to that person. Twin Islands is foolish, so about that snowball sanity, huh?
There's only like 3 snowballs in Twin Islands. We could be fine, right?
Right?
We're getting word that there's Oath on Bank 1? I admit I didn't see it, but I don't think so.
Bean. Blue rupee. On the West Clocktown check.
So we'll see if the aggressive Night 1 strategy is punished or not here in a second. As there's nothing on the postman.
Nope.
And there's nothing on the inn reservation.
I just realized I can understand you trying the strat for scrubs after what happened in our race where you didn't get bow. I can see.
Yes.
Okay. I just caught that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, it works
Lemon.
out if you find a different bow an hour later than you should have.
Mhm. Oh, is it buffering? Sorry, guys. I am working on it. I'm working on it. I'm here.
In the meantime, if you'd like to subscribe to our podcast, we'll be on Spotify soon.
Yeah, it's called the MMR team. I think it would be funny if we had an MMR podcast. What do people think? There we go. They are back.
Can it be called the Gossip Stone but Spooky podcast?
Oh, we could call it the Gossips. Yeah. Ooh, Deku! What's the bank one?
That's what's on Bank 1. It's Deku.
Nice. Twin Islands is still foolish, everybody. Ooh.
Oh, blues are shuffled as well.
That's a nice bomb bag. Yeah, Oath can't be on anything except for songs because we have Frog Choir hinted, which means that long tracks are on, which means song sanity is off. When both streams are buffering, is it an aren't? Yeah. I mean,
That's pretty good.
to be fair, with how Mystery's been going, there's been a lot of aren't recently. So we've already got 2 transformation masks. Do we want to talk about that, or should we just ignore it? Because
Let's revisit the topic in 2 hours when we haven't found Goron Mask.
yeah, okay. I am working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm trying to fix it. Yeehaw! On streams you can do it. Okay.
Although in the meantime, Deku Palace was WoF, if I remember correctly. So we've got full access to it.
Yeah, true. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Trying to find the screen. Trying to find the screen.
Nothing new on the hint in Road to Southern Swamp. Yes, that does include Bean Guy. It will be I think it's like 8 rupees, and the 3 standard checks. So the Bean Guy, the chest in that grotto, the freestanding one in the West Garden, and then plus the song, of course.
Working on it. Hee. I did the thing. Hopefully.
Oh. I don't know for how long people haven't been able to see things, but Dodongo's had nothing in it.
Yeah, just keep talking.
Yeah. Um, there's just 2 red rupees on Tingling Road to Southern Swamp. Have we used bombs at all yet? ChaoticYosher did actually just use bombs to kill the Dodongos. It was a pretty neat little strat.
I do like a good Dodongos bombs.
Oh, that's a hook shot in the laundry pool.
It was on the red rupees. Come on, stream, you can do it.
We believe in the stream. Oh, it's back.
Thank you, Trez. Assuming that you might have helped. So, hey, look. Yosher got his Deku, so that's pretty cool. And Xander's on the way to Deku Palace, so...
Yeah, quite an extended first day here from Xander.
Yeah. Is he inverted?
Well,
Are they inverted?
I think they are.
Not the worst thing, I guess. I mean, to be fair, you have Zora and you have Deku right now. You could do so much.
Mm-hmm. It was vanilla.
I mean,
was for water.
If Epona is on Sonata, it could make the cycle even longer. Because of Zora. Any predictions on where we think Epona is today?
On the blue warp.
Oh, not again. Epona blew up. Oh my god, for like the 4th time, Twin Islands is foolish. I want Epona to be somewhere nice, and not on Blue Boss Warp. Like,
Well,
let
it
it
won't
be
be
here.
in Twin Islands.
Nothing will. This is where we get Garo is hinted in Twin Islands, and it's just like, why?
The stream is unfortunately struggling.
That's a keg. Could Epona be vanilla? But Goron is just like super deep into the seed. What was that?
I
didn't
can't
see
quite
that.
see. It's very, like, almost dark and grainy. Oh, it's an ocean title deed.
Total to ocean title deed. But what's the other thing? Is that room key?
A bow.
It was room key.
Okay,
so we got
so the
bow, room key, and ocean title deed.
Yep.
Oh. So I'm gonna assume the bow is probably the waff. Bow.
And if you can get that that hook as well.
What was the other thing? Room key.
Yeah, room key. Room key, ocean title deed, bow, and keg.
The chances are it's probably just waff for the bow, but oh yeah, the silver rupee is obviously waff.
Oh, it's randomized prices.
Ew.
Either that or it was just a check for the shop. I just saw 50 rupees.
Isn't that milk 50 rupees anyway?
I thought it was cheaper. Maybe it's not randomized prices.
From the field is Way of the Hero. Pikachu shocked face.
Gasp.
Sonata, New Wave. Sonata of Bossa Nova.
New Wave Boss Awakening.
New Wave of Awakening. That sounds actually pretty cool, though. New Wave of Awakening. That's basically what it's like every time Link Song of Times. It's a new wave of awakening, a new wave of sleep-deprived Link. It's like second wave. Alright, so we got 5 hints in Ranch. Southern Swamp is foolish. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Well,
Pretty good, because neither runner has actually done or taken that bottle and gone to the witches.
true. Hi, Majoria. You're on the 3rd wave. Sure, I'm on like the 5th wave.
I'm hoping I'm on the final wave and sleep can come.
Yeah. Boat Archery is dead. Really? I mean, Butler and Boat Archery are dead in a Southern Swamp Foolish? Pikachu.
You gotta love it when you get hints for checks in foolish locations.
Why are you so useless? Hey, Blue Roses. Ew, what is this path nonsense we speak of? There is no paths in this household. There is no paths in Majora's Mask and in this household. Ugh. Wave the heroes. Ugh. I feel like paths in Majora's Mask would just make everything way too much more painful. Aliens has FD!
That's an FD no one's getting. Oh, I hope their boss fights are good. Oh, hear me out. Deku Palace is worth a powder keg for the first deity mask because first deity anyway.
Powder keg.
Oh yeah, it was not required. Yeah, actually, that would.
Yeah, it wasn't required, FD. I'm so sad. I mean, FD Anywhere could still be on, but by the time you get Goron, it could be that you don't need FD Anywhere anymore. FD is always worth it. Oh yes, sorry, switching audio. Here! Get some lemons. Get lemon, people. If you ignore the time of day thing, how long does it take to do aliens? It's exactly 2 minutes, isn't it? Like 2 in-game hours.
Yeah, I think it's.
It starts 3 in-game hours. It starts at 2:15 and ends at 5:15.
It ends at 5:15. That much I do know.
I think it starts at 2:15.
Oh, it's 2:30 to 5:15.
There we go.
Which is, and I think it's like 40 seconds for an hour. Because it's not an exact minute like I used to think it was.
Yeah.
So it's like just under 2 minutes.
Feels like the longest 2 minutes in existence. I can't wait till we can get Sun Song in our tournaments one day, and then Aliens takes like all of like 30 seconds.
I mean, you can make it not last very long, but you risk losing.
Yeah. Good old Bond shot. Oh, Tosher. I mean, what's the mystery settings? What's the mystery damage? There's a lot of damage. Emotional damage, to be specific.
Damage values are being buffered.
Yeah. We need a bullshit bot like Scrubs has, because every seed would just be 99%. What settings have we got, Sean?
We have stuff and things.
Great.
We have blue rupee plus shuffle. So blue rupees, red rupees in dungeons and overworld. We have frog choir on and stray fairies on, and
So
I
no
believe
song
that's
sanity. And yeah, straight. So yeah, no song sanity.
it.
No
No
soils.
songs on there.
And vanilla prices. We don't know about shops yet. We know that it's not full shop sanity, but we don't know if it's late shops. Obviously, we don't know anything about dungeons yet. So, because nobody picked Tattle again. Dungeon heavy logic. Yeah. Our wasps aren't too bad. We've got Termina Field, shocker. Deku Palace with Rupee Shuffle, shocker. And wait, what was the other wasp?
Pinnacle Rock.
Pinnacle Rock. Could we see Pot Sanity? No, because Pot Sanity is
At
off.
this point, yeah, I was gonna say at this point, I don't think it would be on.
So Pinnacle Rock Wath is sucky.
Yeah, but it's like 2 maybe 3 checks. As you know, seahorses isn't always in
And Zora X is
mystery,
off.
isn't it?
So
Yeah.
And Scoops
Did
can't even
Blue
be
Dog just win that race?
sad. Got me
I
excited.
I caught it right as I saw the blue dog cross the line, and I saw no other dogs.
Blue Dog came 5th. Hey, it's not bad for Blue Dog though. It's pretty good. Gossip Stones is dead.
Varying different strats for Dodongos, as we see bow strats.
Yep, that's a rare one. I love Bomb Strat though. Yeah, Bomb Strat's my favorite. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was very clean.
So what are we missing? We're missing elemental arrows, magic, Arcana Access, and Goron.
Yep.
And songs, obviously. We started with healing. So we're not going to need at least one song item, seeming as we started with a song. We've already got one song item. Nobody marked New Wave for Xander.
Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot there was a song in that dungeon, in that Deku Palace.
Wait, what was that hint? I missed it.
Seahorses is dead.
Okay. See, it's probably just the chests. I mean, seahorses can't even be the wolf anyway, so. We need Gipto. Garu can be hinted. So, as soon as we get Epona. So it looks like swamp tokens are off. My only reason for that is I remember reading somewhere that if the skull tokens are blue in Swamp Spider House, that means that all tokens are off. But if they're colored, then it's the specific house. I might be wrong though.
I didn't know that was a thing. We are getting regional fairies checked though.
Would you use healing for that? Nope. See, I don't think that's common knowledge that you can use healing. Because obviously in OOT you use Epona's song to do the same thing.
You can use 4 different songs in OOT, I think. I think you can use Song of Time, Song of Storms, and ZL. With ZL at least spawning a bigger fairy that recovers your magic as well.
Fancy. Yeah, so if we haven't seen a token by now, yeah, they're probably dead. The other one is Milk. Streams are dead again? Okay, hold on. I'm working on it. You can do it. It's just mystery. Mystery is cursed. That's all it is.
Right. Doesn't look like mundanes are on. We just got to check for Curiosity Shop 20 rupees, and it was 20 rupees. So in the ultimate level of Commentator's Curse, it's looking like this doesn't have that extreme of settings.
Don't say the word. It's not time for the word yet. Once we
Do I
see
make
more,
this go 4 hours?
right? The main issue in this seed right now is Goron, right?
Yeah.
Not anything else. Just Goron. Then when we see Goron, then I'll be like, okay. But until then.
You want to see Goron before you see Epona. Because the world will be so much smaller. Like if you find Epona first, you've then got to count in like Graveyard, Great Bay Coast, Zora Hall, Zora Cape, Pirate's Fortress.
Yeah.
But you do also then get access to a Wave of Hero Pinnacle Rock, which could just have your Goron mask.
I guarantee anyone that if we see Goron before we see Epona, then it's probably blue. It's probably Blue Boss Swap or Goron Baby for Epona. Or it's vanilla. The thing is, if we get Epona first, it kind of bottlenecks the options for where Epona is to Woodfall. Because what the chat, so say we get Goron now, say we get Epona first.
Mm-hmm.
What songs does that open up? None, because we don't have captains. But we would then have. Sorry, my brain's dying. But if we find captains, Sonata, whatever, and then leading to Epona. I'm so confused. I've confused myself. Hold on.
Yeah, but hear me out. You get Epona, and then you find Ice Arrows in Coast, and you have to first clear Great Bay Temple for your first song.
Okay, I think I've cleared my mind here. So, say we get Goron, right? That opens up one song, two songs, right? If neither of them are Epona, Blue Boss Swap, because one of them is probably going to be Sonata. However, the chances, and I'm slightly worried about this, that Goron is in GBT because we've already got New Wave, we've got Zora. All we need is Ice Arrows, pretty much, and Epona, which would be kind of messy. There's so many places that Goron could be right now, depending on what path we go down. It could be that Goron is just chilling somewhere. Like Road to Akana Pillar. Yeah, so Goron bomb boosting is not in logic at any point. It's acceptable. Goron and Link trial? Who knows? The dream. Yeah. I've completely confused myself now. You can pretty much just scrap everything I just said in the last 2 minutes.
It was a valiant effort.
Yeah. If we get Epona, right, it gives us nothing. Song-wise. But it gives us loads of access to Goron. Whereas if we get Goron, I think the chances of Epona being on Blue Boss Swap is higher. Because, well, it gives us 2 songs, and one of those songs is probably Sonata. There we go.
Well, that
I finally made up my mind. There we go.
Well, then
shit.
here's the argument of which would you value as more important, a Goron mask or Epona?
I'd say in this situation, Epona. Because Epona also gets you the Garrow hint as well.
Well, so would Goron because we have Bomb Bag, and we can jump over the fence.
Yeah.
Obviously not logically, but
Yeah. Looking at it from a logic perspective, Epona is more beneficial to the runners because also Pinnacle Rock is Way of the Hero. That is where Goron could be. Goron could literally be in Pinnacle Rock.
yeah, that's what I'm kind of expecting at this point.
Because it could be
Just
Epona leads to Captains, Captains leads to Sonata, Sonata leads to Epona Blue Boss War, leads to I've confused myself again.
I mean, we still have Clocktown Roof first, don't we? That's shuffled, if I remember correctly. I've been playing a lot of Scrubs recently, so I've forgotten.
Ziggs is off, so Skull Kid's on. Right?
Yeah, I believe that's how it works.
Yeah, I've confused.
My brain's been in Scrubs mode too much, unfortunately, recently.
I feel the same. I've just confused myself again. So Epona leads to Pinnacle Rock. Pretty much. That's a given.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Goron leads to a song. So Goron could lead to Sonata, which could lead to Epona. Or Goron leads to Keg, which leads to Sonata. Which leads to Epona. Or Goron leads to Keg, which leads to Epona. Epona could be vanilla. But that's the only path song-wise that would get us Epona, is with Goron. It would either be from Keg to Sonata to Blue Boss Warp. In some way or another, pretty much. It has to be Sonata.
Oh, you're saying beat Snowhead to get Sonata... Wait, Sonata on Blue Warp or Epona on Blue Warp?
Epona on Blue Warp.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is slightly confusing.
But it would have to be from Sonata. Because we could full clear Woodfall right now if we had the song.
Yeah. I mean, at this current point, we could have any one of the 4 dungeons be the first dungeon.
Yep.
Which is admittedly a kind of a cop-out to say, but also that is just the case. We'll find out here if this is Epona.
See a blue rupee in one hand.
There's a white song.
Oh, wait. That could be...
It's Storms or Epona. I think they have the same model, don't they?
Yeah. I've been playing too much OTMM recently. Because Epona's orange. Take it back, guys. Is it Epona? Or is it Storms? I think it's Storms.
Storms for Pamela's father having Goron mask. Oh yes, of course, it's Axel's ex-wife. We can't forget that.
Yeah, it's either Storms or Epona. I think it's Storms.
I think it'd be Epona because we've got too much, bottlenecking. Yeah, it's Epona.
Yeah, it's Epona. See, I only said Storms because I wanted it to be evil, okay? Okay, so scrap everything we've talked about, Epona and all that bullshit, because it's all done now. So we could go rush Pinnacle Rock now.
Yep.
Where we're gonna find Goron. That's my guess.
Seems like a solid guess to me.
Alright, yes, there is a chance for Pamela. Indeed, we started with healing. Also, cough, Axel. Just coughing at you. Before I said something stupid. Nothing. You know that whole conversation we just had about the fact that they just picked up Epona? I thought it was storms, and that's why I coughed at you. But, you know. I think I need coffee. Or something.
We will put it down to you confusing yourself about the logic.
Yeah, I'm gonna be confused for the rest of the restream now.
Okay, this is gonna get interesting.
Yeah. Okay, where do we think Storms is?
On a song check.
Ugh, boring, boo. Where do we think Storms is? I think it's on Graveyard.
I think it's on Blue Warp. Now we've been talking so much about Blue Warp.
Right, I've had enough of Blue Warp, right? It can do one, right? As far as I'm concerned.
I think all songs from here on out are Song of Storms.
How about it just be vanilla and then we're done with it? Right. Blue Boss Warp could be vanilla, it could be Oath Order, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, the cafe. Mm.
Ooh, that sounds really good. Blueberry muffin flavored coffee.
That sounds interesting. So we are getting a north push again from Xander. So looking at Lens Cave.
Yeah, we also got a swamp title off Grog, so...
Ah. Sorry, I'm like really excited watching Yosher right now. So we getting some Epona. What are the chances now that this is going on Pinnacle Rock so we can immediately rush the song and ranch? Ooh, spin attack upgrade. That'll be useful for later when we don't have FD, because FD is not required on aliens. You know, I would actually clap if one of these runners does aliens. I feel like I might have confused Axel in the time that I was rambling, that he forgot to track Bow and Keg for Yosher. It's fine.
Yeah, but it's fine because Axel didn't forget to not track Storms.
Where are you going? Pinnacle Rock is Way of the Hero! Oh, there's Goron.
Oh, but there's Goron! Okay, so what's Pinnacle Rock waff for?
Probably fires or some shit. Like... This is where it's gonna be something, like, really ambiguous. Like... Ocean Title.
It's gonna be...
No, Ocean Title, we've already got that.
We've had Ocean Title Deed. It's gonna be Mountain Title Deed.
Mountain Title Deed. See, if only we didn't get hinted Frog Choir and then we get Pendant in Pinnacle Rock, I actually would have cried. That would have been so funny. What if Dongero Mask is in? Because we haven't seen Frog Shuffle yet.
No, that's true.
Come on, guys. Let's think. What is the dirtiest thing that could be in Pinnacle Rock right now? Gotta think.
And we're checking cows at the same time.
Moo. There is no late shops. Ooh! Ooh, ooh. Magic could be in Pinnacle Rock.
Yeah.
That would probably make the most sense. Next to an Elemental Arrow. Or maybe Gibdo. Hey, there's Sonata. Cool, we can do a dungeon now.
Yep. I have a feeling it's gonna be a song item or an elemental item or elemental arrow.
See, it would have been funnier if Pendant was in Pinnacle Rock if we didn't get Frog Choir hinted. It would have been much funnier. But sadly,
Yeah.
not. Here we go, Pinnacle Rock, Way of the Hero. Let's go. What we gonna get? What we gonna get? We have 2 checks. It's really interesting that Xander is pushing Woodfall. I guess this would be good dungeon information. So you know, okay, it's either vanilla or not. And hopefully they come out and go straight west. Oh! Oh!
We're not completing a dungeon.
Ew. Ew. Frogs is dead. Frog Choir is dead. See, I told you the seed was being too nice. Did you just try and soar out? But anyway. So light arrows could be here. Or magic, fires, ice arrows, or Gibdo. So those are our options. Or it's captains.
I feel like it has to be a song now that we know what's in Woodfall.
So yeah, our options are magic, fires, ice, lights, captains, mirror shield, or something ambiguous. Leading to one of said items. And Gibdo. Obviously Gibdo's on the list. So. Can we mark Sonata? Sonata has been marked. Xander is standing and thinking.
We're about to find out what the Pinnacle Rock waft is.
Okay, it's big. It's a big chest, so it's not a deed. Okay. Hey, kitten!
Okay.
Okay.
I guess we're seeing castle.
Unless, hear me out, lights are in Stone Tower Temple.
Oh no. God.
Keg Castle! Keg Castle! We've got Wolf Keg.
Also, oh God.
Keg Castle. Come on, Keg Castle, let's go.
Oh Lord.
Well, no, but Keg was in a Wolf location. I'm just memeing. It has a static entry, but still, Keg Castle. That could be cool.
We could dream.
We can dream. Don't take my dreams away. I know it's a static and it just... Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're getting the bird rupees because we have Goron.
Healing Mikau, my friend. Oh yeah, the wasp is definitely for Bo.
Or those.
Ooh, that could be Terminafield Wasp too. Ooh.
Oh, actually, the bow wasn't in Deku Palace.
Mikau, you're actually blessing us with a good item. Great Fairy Sword. Yeah, exactly. Since FD is not required, that Great Fairy Sword could change things. If Xander decides not to heal Mikau.
I'm just saying, we're magic away from a fireless, admittedly, but clear of Great Bay Temple.
Yep. So at this point, everything is in Casino, because our hints are pretty much fulfilled at this point.
Yeah, because Pinnacle Rock was...
Yeah.
Whatever we just got that I've forgotten. Mirror Shield.
Mirror Shield.
Deku Palace was a bunch of stuff, but more likely the bow.
Nova was in Palace, correct, yeah.
Yeah, it's... Basically, it's a toss-up between, what was it, Ocean Title Deed, Bow, Nova, Keg...
Keg can't be Wolf.
Oh yeah, Keg can't be Wolf, sorry, yep, you're right. And there was one other item, but I've forgotten what it was.
Room Key.
Yeah. Oh no, we've checked the room key. Yeah, so it's not that.
Yeah, so
Chateau Romani.
my guess is probably behind Zora, so it's probably Pirate's Fortress. We can full clear Pirate's Fortress right now. We've got everything. We've got Bow, we've got Hook, we've got Zora, we've got Goron. We don't need anything else. Density-wise, Pirate's Fortress is the best place to go. I mean, you could dip GBT, but that's such a time waste. When you have literally no magic, no elementals at all.
It is very dense, though, even when you don't have magic.
Yeah, I can double check after the seed if it's FD anywhere. Absolutely. Because it could be FD anywhere.
Yeah, Axel raises a good point, though. It was hinted as not required, and we can get FD right now with what we've got.
Yeah.
So
And we have
argument
Ice
would
Arrows as
dictate-
well.
Yeah.
So,
Although I believe most of the FD anywhere tricks we've got alternatives for.
that was letter to Mama on Bank 2.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, we're getting the
No.
LTK.
No way to hand it in though for
Madam.
yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so Xander going for the Epona.
I hope we see thingy soon. Garrohin.
There we go. When you say thingy, I'm like, bro, MM is
My
basically
brain doesn't catch up before I've said for words.
said for
I'm
word.
just like, yeah, thingy.
Yeah. You know, the thing with the stuff. And the
stuff
mask.
and the things and the place and the... You know what I'm talking about.
You know, at that time of day with the mask and the thing, like, oh my god.
I'm gonna pre-mark this because I might as well.
Yes, Goron is unhindered. Yup. And it's at the very, very, very back of Goron Village in Lens Cave. Honestly, watch fire arrows be like somewhere really stupid. Or magic. Like treasure chest game or something. Or town archery. Goddamn town archery. It's always town archery. Whenever everyone's like last locating, I've always found it's always town archery.
Yeah.
Where was Sonata? Oh.
Yeah, Sonata is on the baby Goron, yeah.
It was me. Not Sean. Drop the W from the name.
Yeah, I'm innocent.
To be fair, right? They have marked it on their track art.
They have a tracker for you? They don't have for me.
Oh, wait. I'm so confused, right?
Are you looking at...
It's
You're looking at Xander's who has the tracker on their right.
It's not
Yeah.
gonna be a thing.
Yeah, there
Where's
is no
Lullaby?
tracker on.
Yeah, we start with Lullaby intro. Always.
Yeah.
I still think that Season 6 should have Goron Elder on. Anyone? Anyone? This time?
You might be on your own.
No! There were some people that thought that it was a slightly cool idea, having Goron Elder on as a song check. Just saying. Mix it up a little bit.
Doesn't it inevitably run into the same problem that you have when you have the Swamp tablet on? Because when you've got access to North, you just get 2 songs straight away.
Question though, right? Because we were talking about regions, because obviously Swamp has 2 songs, right? If you have Song Tablet on. What check could you use in West to have a second song check? There's only one answer to that question. What do you think it is?
I have to work out which way is west. Because I always get it wrong.
Great
West
Bay.
is
Great
Great Bay. Oh, God. Yeah, Beaver.
Evan. Because Evan steals your song. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Evan could be a song check. But yes, Goron Elder is locked behind more crap, but it would change routing, right? It would... Trying to think of ways to make Season 6 different, right? Turning either Goron Elder on as a song check, or turning on Evan as a song check. Oh yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know, I was just trying to think of something unique, and I was like, what about Goron Elder? You know.
I mean, if it's anything similar to how OOT went, I believe Season 6 in OOT was when drafts started getting introduced.
Bro, Pamela is solo sphere. My next suggestion's gonna be hinting Wart and Final Shrine Chest. As a sometimes.
I would actually like it if you had it so that you could turn the swamp houses on, but only turn on like 10 checks.
Interesting. Would they be random 10 checks each time? Or...
I don't know how it's done. I just know that like ZFG used to do it a while ago, and it looked like a very interesting sort of concept. But I didn't end up watching long enough to know how it was done. I just know it was done.
Mm. I mean, Seahorses is classed as a scoop. Isn't it? It is.
Yeah, but
It's a
talking
scoop.
about making the seahorses check half the song rather than
Ugh.
a Pinnacle Rock becomes a song location rather than a I mean, in this seed, it won't be in any chest because mundanes aren't shuffled, at least.
I just mean, if we're keeping it song relevant, then Evan and Goron Elder are pretty much the only 2. What happened to Xander's
What?
feed?
Um,
Oh, shh. Oh no.
I don't see anything in the room.
He hasn't said anything in the race room.
I think it was a fairly recent cycle, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it was a VC crash indeed.
Yeah, so it might just be a case of because it was so recent, they've just decided just to go carry on.
Xander has not said anything in the race room, so I'm assuming that they are progressing. We shall see. It's not just been a rough week, it's been a rough tournament. It has been very difficult for our runners. Between internet issues, storms in the US, pain, suffering. But, yeah. It's a mystery whether or not the seeds are actually going to complete themselves.
Yeah, so if you want tech issues halfway through a seed, for no apparent reason...
Don't play Actorizer. Play mystery. His actorizer isn't going to cause that many issues. Oh, he's got to do Romani's song again.
It's a vanilla Great Bay as well.
Oh, that's too bad.
Fair few checks you can do though. A lot of them are very front-loaded.
I thought they did check Romani's song. That's how we knew about Sonata.
No, Sonata was on Baby Gone.
Oh. See, I told you I'm gonna be confused for the rest of the seed. This might have saved them.
That's a Moon's Tear.
That's
also a Sculpture.
It was a Moon's Tear. Goodbye! Oh, Yosher, no. Yeah, we have been having some really odd crashes. There's still a debate about Bucky versus Alf and what actually caused that crash. But we'll see. We've had some music crashes in this tournament. We've had just random odd crashes that are confusing. Yeah, we have blues.
Yeah, if they're shuffled in the overworld, they're shuffled in dungeons.
Stone Tower Temple's gonna be quite dense. Hey, look, storms!
Well, we're gonna need Captain's Hat then. So we need Captain's Hat, Fire and Light, Garrow / Gibdo, and Magic.
It's really interesting that Yoshi's gone into GBT without ice arrows.
I have to admit, I do kind of like it. You do have a Way of the Hero Nova. There's a fair few checks that you can get fairly early.
Actually listening to really quiet music in the background, and currently it's Mumber number 5.
That's a banger right there.
Yeah. So Axel sending those dancing emotes, yeah, absolutely. Me right now. But I'm going to interrupt your music listening time, Axel, blah blah blah, because it's happy 1 hour, everybody. I'm confused. But you guys already knew that. But really, I'm Shan. This is the Majora's Mask Mystery Tournament Season 2, Round 1, Game 2 race between Xandervile and ChaoticYosher. Whew, that was a mouthful. I'm Shannon I'm your restreamer and one of your commentators for today, and I'm confused. In the commentary box with me, I have SGD Sean. Hello.
And I'm less confused.
Yeah, less confused. Still
But
a little
not
bit.
completely unconfused.
Yeah. But, you know, it's a mystery. And in the tracker cage, we have Axel Ryman, who is... Oh, boss keys!
Oh no.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no. Anyway. It did say Snowhead.
Yep. That's no head.
Axel Ryman's in the tracker cages, and Sean's got his foot dangling in the tracker cage as well.
I don't know if it's attached to my body at this point. Last I knew, Axel was chewing it.
So we haven't found our third foolish yet. So I'm wondering if it's going to be a dungeon, and then we're going to get Schrodinger's Majora's Mask again.
No, let's not talk about that. No, let's not.
Sean's trauma. Do you
It
want
happened 2 weeks ago, and I'm still not okay or interviewing for it.
Do you want to just quickly explain what could happen if we have a foolish dungeon with boss keys anywhere?
Well, if you have a foolish dungeon with boss keys anywhere, you can still find boss keys in those dungeons. A perfect example of when this situation happened was a couple of weeks ago for the wildcard race, where we had 2 boss keys in a foolish Great Bay Temple.
Yeah. It's now called Schrodinger's GBT. Is it dead? Is it alive? So it is a possibility.
That's a gilded chest.
That is indeed. It looks like a big one too. No, small.
No, it's a small.
Angles. We are getting a Pirate's Fortress from Xandervile.
I like that play. It's
I think it's solid. It's very dense.
Yep.
We are looking for magic. The chances of magic being in Pirate's Fortress at this point is pretty high.
That, however, is a big gilded chest.
Bruh, if that's where magic is... Nah!
That's where magic is!
No way! Oh, that's dirty.
I told you I liked this play.
So
it's just
dirty.
unfortunate that they don't have
ice arrows.
Ice arrows.
Dirty. Bruh.
Yep. Nova is definitely off. I mean, what is good is that magic could potentially push Yosha into Goron Village to pick up the Goron Mask.
Yeah. Ice was on Termina Field Gwei. On the bird. Behind Goron.
I feel like that happens a lot as well.
Yeah, it's always ice arrows. Always ice. Happened last time as well.
I remember it happening in one of my races, and I remember watching back the restream to hear people be very concerned that I didn't see it.
Oh, it's because... I was thinking... Yeah, it was the race where... It was on the very first item on the Gwei, wasn't it? And you were fucking around with a pony. You couldn't get on a Pona. So, you missed the ice arrows. They had basically dipped. Yeah, but you were so lucky you did the Gwei the second time, though. Yeah. Because if you didn't, you'd have been screwed. Like... Because that's the thing, we didn't even know it was on the Gwei. It wasn't until, 40 minutes later, when your opponent did it, and we were like, oh no, Sean. Like... Oop, big chest. Is this magic? Nope. Okay, oh! Oh, there's our captains.
Captains. At this point, with two elemental arrows and a potentially hinted mask from Go mode, which we've not looked at, but we'll see that hint shortly, because I can imagine Xander will go...
I'm waiting for Garrow to be given unlocked. It's happened in most of my seeds recently, where Garrow's just like, in Stone Tower Temple. It's like, great, what a useless hint.
Nothing on board GBT, unfortunately. Just a piece of heart for the trouble.
Here's a question, Sean. Are you a wart sniffer? Do you do wart?
Oh, a what?
We call them wart sniffers. When you do wart. Willingly. When you don't need to.
I've never done wart willingly.
Oh, you're not a wart sniffer then. As Axel calls
that. Yeah, that is a phrase I never thought I'd hear.
You're welcome.
I thought it was just like some hidden strat where you use Mask of Sense and suddenly all of the eyes fall off.
Xander couldn't get caught by the guard in the heavy guarded chest room, but then makes one small move and gets kicked out of Pirate's Fortress completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're either a wart sniffer or a wart skipper, right?
I'm 100% a wart skipper.
Good to know. Good to know. Just like you're a horse race skipper, right?
I'm a moster for checks in the game skipper at this point. I'm a don't get a bow on and room reservation for an hour and instead go looking for one elsewhere.
I know. I can't believe that. You were like, where was the bow? And I was like, it's on Inres. And you were like, what? What looks like it smells bad? It's literally called wart. It has a smelly name.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Did you... Okay. For those of you, because I can't send GIFs in the chat. For those of you, right? I'm going to make wart 10 times less scary for you. Wart is in a square room, right? And Wart likes to throw himself around the room. And if you look at it from a bird's eye view, it actually looks like he's the DVD logo.
Oh, knew where this was going.
So, you're welcome. Yeah.
As soon as you said square room, I was like, oh yeah, DVD logo.
I don't think Xander has mirror.
Xander doesn't have mirror, but admittedly I did forget to mark for Captain's Head.
But yes, if you look at Wart from a bird's eye view, it looks like the DVD logo.
Can it change colour too?
When you kill it, yeah. Kind of
And then
flashes
in the room before, can it be like, you wouldn't steal an ice arrow?
You wouldn't steal some bombs.
I think the funniest thing about that whole thing, and maybe this is I don't know if it's just a British thing, that advert, but apparently the font for that advert was stolen.
Around. Yeah, that. I mean, yeah, you could lead the DVD logo to you in the corner. That's kind of cheating, though. We're getting a great fairy sword on Xander's side. Never forget to heal Mikau, people. Mikau's important.
Yep, especially on this one, because it's got great fairy sword.
Yep, unless you want to go do aliens. If you do aliens, you get FD, you know. Is it worth it, though? I mean, wait, is Xander still on day one?
Yes.
Because theoretically, if Xander timed it perfectly, he could go do aliens, and he wouldn't lose much time. Because he did
They
kick
could.
some more.
They could, but would you?
If it was on the way, I would. Hey, look, it's 1 o'clock. An alien starts in a minute. See, the way I would look at it is, if I have perfectly timed it, where I've finished a temple, and it's just about to be aliens, the amount of time I would save, because I grabbed FD, would balance out to the amount of time it took to get to do aliens.
I do see what you mean.
And majority would take so much less time. Like, I did a scrub seed recently where I actually did boat archery because FD was on it. And it actually worked out in my favor.
Speaking of doing
before,
checks because
like,
it works out in your favor, Beavers has the Romani mask.
Oh. That doesn't sound alarming at all.
Remember that seed that we've been referencing that we did as well, that had for bomb bag on Beavers that only me and you did?
Dodo was like, you guys didn't have to do beavers. You know that, right? And we were just like, but beavers. Oh, fish stick, nice. I don't even remember where that blast mask was, but I was like, oh well, whatever.
It was on Shiro. Which was extra funny because I believe Lens was in a WAF location in that scene.
Yeah, it was, yeah. The problem with that seed was is that Stone Tower Temple, like, it was pretty much the game forced you to just ignore Kana, pretty much. So, the only time you went there was for Graveyard Song.
Yeah.
Unless you rooted Shiro at that exact moment, you probably weren't going to go back for it.
I mean, everybody other than us did that.
I know! Hey, it still worked out. I still got a PB off it.
Yeah, same. I had a PB off that one of it at the time. So we're just seeing a lot of covered ground at the moment.
Yeah. So what Yoshi needs to do right now is Yoshi needs to go north to get that Goron mask. But it looks like he's going east. I'm wondering if we're going to see the Gara hit now. Because why else would you call Epona at this point?
Well, we need Gwei rupees. And Yosha doesn't have Goron, so it might be for that.
Oh, maybe,
Does look like they're looking for it. Yep, here we go.
he's going to be so mad when he gets those ice arrows. Because he's going to be, I just did all of GBT and now I get the ice arrows? Like, bruh. Come on, get on your Epona.
I mean, you're okay when greens aren't shuffled, right? You've got a lot of extra time. And here are the ice arrows.
Bruh. Moment.
I mean, it could be less appealing. I don't know if Yosha knows how to do iceless... not iceless. Fireless GBT. But it does perfectly put them in a place to go to Graveyard. Which we're now going to see double Graveyard.
Yeah. Oh, but does Yosha have captains?
Yosha does not have captains.
So probably just a Gara hint here then.
Garrow hint and probably just check what's on the gravestones. Because Yosha doesn't know where Storms is.
We know it's either Guana's Lullaby, Earth, or Elegy at this point.
It's in Termina Field.
It's on Camaro.
Yeah, it's Kamaro, or have we checked that blue rupee over the water chest?
Yes, we've checked that.
Yeah, then it's just
Graveyard.
Kamaro, right?
Oh, we've seen Camaro.
Oh, we've seen Kamaro? Then what is there?
Yeah, grown player.
I'm trying to think what there is. It's going to be really obscure. Oh, we've not seen... Have we seen Biobaba?
North exit ramp.
We've seen North exit ramp. I have a bomb bag.
No, that's west exit ramp.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's west, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Because Sandra doesn't have magic. Yeah, Biobaba was really early.
Peter's not got anything.
Got a stick.
Yep.
The worst is forgetting a stick and you don't have bombs.
Happens all the time.
No, Xander doesn't have any bombs.
You can grind bombs, but it might take a couple of tries. You can get them from the rocks, you can get them from the grass on the graves. Pray that RNG's on your side. It's just the mountain title deed picked up on North Clocktown Tingle. Which I didn't realise we hadn't actually checked.
So yeah, Yosher hasn't done PR. So I think
No, Xander hasn't done PR.
Xander, sorry. I can't remember if Xander did Pinnacle Rock and then crashed, or whether he was about to do Pinnacle Rock and then crashed. So it could be he already knows that Mirror Shield's in there, and he's just putting it off while he's doing other stuff. Because if anyone who joined late, Xander crashed in Great Big Coast. And he lost a little bit of progress. They lost a little bit of progress.
Yeah, they definitely did do PR, because I remember watching them try to get the fish from the entrance. Which I didn't know you could do, which is the reason I remember it. I don't know why, but seeing the term PR fish just makes me think of a fish in a suit that's doing public relations.
Yeah. It's Mikau's PR rep. Okay, so it looks like we could bomb jump. So, assumably this is where Garo is.
Yeah. Although, if Yosha just keeps going north, he'll pick up Goron Mask.
I'm guessing Yosha is just avoiding because he doesn't have Goron, which is kind of ironically not doing him too much good.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate, but I understand it because you don't want to go back, especially with Twin Islands Foolish, but you have Swamp Title Deed, because I know both runners have it. Okay, you don't have Fire Arrows, but it's just Keg Trial.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, when you get early Zora and Epona, you're pretty much going to push west first. Because the chances of Goron being there is pretty high. But in this
That is true, but I don't think we've seen PR on Yosha's side. PF, sorry. I'm thinking PR now. PF on Yosha's side. But that could be being put off because you don't want to go back, because you don't want to, because you'd can't do sewer.
Yeah. I'd be screaming at this thought of doing Town Archer, to be honest. Offered you a room key and some love. Oh, maybe I can be swayed. I mean, it's the same guy. Sorry, Axel, I'm a taken woman. I'm not in the running to become your ex. Oh my god, Magic's on Town Archery.
Is that how Axel accrues ex-wives?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. He never introduces us to them until they're in the post stage, though. Was that Elegy? Okay. Oh, it's Goron's Lullaby. No, it wasn't. It was Goron's Lullaby.
It was Goron Lullaby, yeah.
Because I saw it on the headstone and everything, and then I went, was that Elegy? Like I'm some kind of special being. Yeah, it said Goron Lullaby.
Can absolutely confirm it's Goron's Lullaby.
We could go off his tracker too.
That too, but they can't see that.
Yeah. And apparently I can't see it either because I'm blind.
You saw it, you just didn't know that it was Xander's. There's a difference.
I am blind. Look, orange. Yeah, Goron's Lullaby's got that issue where in certain lighting it looks orange when it's not. It's actually red.
It's one of the perks of VC as well. Everything's darker. Alright. We get the GBT dip from Xander here, which will result very well. We know this. We know magic's there. I can imagine Xander will do Fireless. I believe they know how to do that.
This is our first time looking at Deku Playground. Yes, Baguette. Welcome. Welcome, Baguette.
Deku Playground reminds me of the second Scrubs Qual. I went slightly insane when I got the oath hint and found out Mirror Shield was on Deku Playground.
Oh, that's where it was. Xander does indeed have an advantage because Xander has gone north, and in Lens Cave was Goron, which is kind of ironic, and that is what Yosher is currently looking for, is Goron Mask.
Yeah.
But Yosher hasn't even gone north yet properly, so they haven't gone all the way to Goron Village. Which, yes, I mean, to be fair, right, going to Goron Village without Goron is kind of a last resort. Because it's so far into north that you don't really want to go north unless you have Goron in that situation.
Yeah.
But he's going to get bottlenecked into it. He's not going to have a choice. Like, Yosher has gone north a little bit, but not enough that he's found Goron. Garamask. Again, he missed it.
Like, we just need Yosher to bomb jump so far that he ends up in path to Mountain Village.
Yeah.
Well,
He's clearly just not launching himself hard enough. Yeah, there's Garu.
there we go.
So it looks like
Oh,
Yosher's
I
just
hope
been one
Yosher's
off.
not going to go east here.
Pitch, if you look at it this way, right? It's kind of meh. Because the only reason you go to Goron Village, really, the majority of checks in Goron Village are Goron locked, right?
Mhm.
So, the only time we would really go there is if you are desperately looking for Goron, or you're doing your Goron checks. You've got Swamp Title Deed, but again, that's the only non-Goron check you can do, unless it's late shops, which it isn't.
Yeah. I can see the justification for it. It's just unfortunate that this seed kind of is relying on you going there without Goron.
It's kind of hardwired in me to go north without Goron for Lens Cave.
Yeah. Lens Cave is like really quick.
It is. It's really quick. You get it out the way, and then you never have to worry about it again. Oh look, it's the magic that I predicted earlier.
Yep. Do 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 do.
Yeah, if you've got a bow and you've got bombs, go north. Like, what? What's the worst harm? Really? Nice strat here from Xandervile, swimming back through for the red switch.
We're gonna find out as well if Xander is a, what was it, a wart sniffer or a wart skipper?
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yep.
I'll ever get over the fact that I now know that knowledge.
You just gotta accept it, you know? Okay, so they are probably a wart skipper. Yeah, so Zoe Grotto having Goron is gross because of Scarecrow's song.
Mm.
What was trash, right? Yes. What was indeed a nothing.
That's a postman hat on the red rupee in the first room.
Postman's hat.
I think that's just a, yeah, it's just a regular blue rupee on the other one.
Ooh. Xander jumping enough. Double GBT. I just realized.
Yep.
You didn't really miss much. We're talking about whether or not Xander is a wart sniffer or a wart skipper. And by the sounds of it, skipper.
Yeah, I do agree with Fox though. Skipping wart isn't a great idea because you know it's Bosky sanity.
Yeah.
If you didn't know that, I think skipping it would be okay. Not great, but...
Yeah, Yosher is just dying on this hill of I'm not going north until I get Goron. Which... Unfortunately, I think this might be Xander's race to lose. Unfortunately, if Yosher just does not go north. He's going to have to at some point.
Yep. But it does become extremely close if Yosha goes north. Although you'd still have to get Captain's Hat, which was in a place that I don't remember.
It was, yeah, in Pirate's Fortress, wasn't it? I
I
want to say... No. Yeah, it was PFI, yeah.
Yeah, people are saying PFI. My short-term memory is not the best.
We're just confused.
Yeah, totally unrelated, confused, confused
Sure, absolutely
commentary.
unrelated.
Where could Eponas be?
Don't. Right. Don't. Don't. Right. Epona was in a place with the stuff.
The stuff and the things and the song check and
The Sonata. And the Blue Boss whoops. See, we started talking about Epona, and now the stream's buffering again. It was fine until we started talking about Epona. Okay, so guys, nobody is allowed to talk about Epona because it clearly just kills the stream.
Yep.
Can we all agree on that? Okay.
The streaming software gets confused.
Yeah, none of that nonsense. Is the stream back? I don't know, I've got an ad. I'm getting slapped with an ad.
Oh yeah, I can see it in the picture-in-picture. I can see that it's working.
I can't see the picture-in-picture. Okay, if it's fine, then yeah, whatever. Just blame Sean. He has broad shoulders. That feels really specific.
Kitsune is one of my moderators, so I'm not surprised. I may have pinged in my Discord that I was commentating this race. Because people enjoy hearing me talk about this game, apparently.
Yeah. My fiance usually does these Armor 3 nights with friends, and he decided not to do the Armor night tonight to listen to me commentate. I was like, oh.
Oh.
He doesn't really know much of what I'm talking about. He's played MM, but just come here for the lols. Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Yep.
We do try and be funny, sometimes intentionally.
I have a feeling more people turned up to this stream for me commentating than they do for when I race for game.
Axel's just redeemed for me to roll him a mystery seed. Can we all get some kind of prayers in the chat somehow for Axel, like some praying hands,
Yeah.
because he's gonna need it.
Enjoy. It's a great time. Doesn't leave any lasting effects whatsoever.
I love when people redeem that channel point. I'm like, I feel so special. People want me to torture them. It's great. It's like the 5th one I've done since being a restreamer.
Channel point hack for viewers. Talk to Shan outside of streams, and then be in a tournament.
Yeah.
That's how you get guaranteed Shan seeds.
Yeah. See, it's a good thing I don't roll seeds for scrubs, or else everyone would just be like, this isn't a beginner, this is pain.
I don't know, I played one of your scrub seeds.
Yeah.
It was nice.
You hear that, people?
I didn't get around to that one that you told me to play, though.
I know. I wonder how bad it was. We'll never know. You want to race me on a Scrubs one? I don't know, every Scrubs one I've done has been absolutely awful. The Qual 2 I did was really awful. And then I did one of the asyncs as a qualifier, and I was just like... No comment.
I lurked in your stream after I finished Qual 2, and then I saw your comment in the race room right as I was about to message you and see how you got on. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'm not turning that stone over.
I was so mad. I was so mad.
Yeah, the stream's scared of Shan seeds.
Yep. Yeah, so I've rolled seeds for a couple of communities, right? And nothing will beat. So, TPR Season 1 was last year. It was the first time that TPR was running a tournament, and everyone was like, wow, Twilight Princess is coming to run, like, it's coming to tournaments, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, but they didn't have a restreamer for the first race, and I was like, I'll do it. And so everyone's just piling into the race room and everyone's really excited. I see a couple people from MMR in there and I'm just like, I wonder how they're gonna feel that I'm in here and I'm rolling the seed. And oh god, stream's dying. And so I said hi in the race room. That's all I said was, hi guys, right? And Sonaholic started screaming. He was just like, no! And I was like, yeah. That was one of the worst TPR seeds, apparently, for that whole tournament. So, it carries. It doesn't matter which community it's part of. Also, why are we doing beavers?
Because beavers is more appealing than going to North without Goron Mask, unfortunately.
Oh, Romani Mask, true.
Yeah, there is for Romani Mask on it as well.
But you can't use the Romani Mask without Goron!
I mean, you can.
Go north! Yeah, but you can't use it for its one purpose, basically, because late shops aren't on. So, it's one purpose.
I mean, if you had Carthay Mask, you could do Madame Aroma without any time limit.
I guess, but logically, you don't need Romani Mask for that either.
Okay, bitch. I'm gonna cry now. I didn't sign up to this.
We've already talked about Schrodinger's Great Bay Temple. We've already talked about it.
Yeah, but I went through a round of therapy about it as well.
Yeah, so basically, Dad, what's going on is Yosher is not going north because he hasn't got Goron, is my guess. There's no late shops. So, there's literally the only things in Goron Village he can do are Swamp Title Deed. And that's it. So he's like... So he's doing everything but Lens Cave. And it's like, it's really costing him. Which dungeon is a Snowhead?
Okay, so we've got a dungeon ER where all it's done is swap Stone Tower Temple and Woodfall around.
Yeah, pretty much.
Goron's in Lens Cave.
Yeah, which is really costing Yosher in this situation because it is in the worst part of North, which is at the very, very back. And it's very time consuming to go to Lens Cave without Goron, but he needs to. And he's starting to get bottlenecked so much so he's not gonna have a choice.
Yeah, we've not seen GFM.
No. I'll tell you where we have seen it. It's in the hash.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't look at the hash.
Forg Mask! Actually, I think this hash was pretty gentle.
I really do hope that Xander hasn't forgotten about the Mirror Shield.
I really hope so too. I worry that he might have forgotten about it because he crashed. So for anyone who joined late, Xander did Pinnacle Rock, soared back to Great Bay Coast, and then crashed. And they lost their progress, so they lost their Pinnacle Rock. Ooh, hello.
We are fire arrows from Go mode.
Uh-huh.
Plus boss keys, of course. And songs, but items-wise...
I would really hope that they have not forgotten. Because we already know... Because Xander knows that Keg is dead because they've done it. They know that Mirror Shield is Wath.
Mirror's in a WAF location, so surely. I mean, most people run Gossip Stones tracker.
Yosher.
I don't know how Xander is
Ooh.
noting them down.
Garrow hints. We could get a Gorman hint here, whether or not soundcheck is actually worth anything.
If Xander wins this race, there will not be a game 3, I believe. If I remember correctly, Xander won game 1.
Oh, Great Bay Coast is foolish, guys. Okay.
Which I do just realize that the restream says that Yosha won it, but I'm fairly sure Xander won it.
I am going to check now. Xandervile versus ChaoticYosher. Xandervile won. So yes, if Xander wins, then... I don't know. I'm going off of Xandervile's message, which is round 1, game 1, ChaoticYosher side A, Xandervile side B, B side wins. Don't blame me, I haven't done anything.
Yeah, I know. I remember seeing that Xander won when I looked, because me and Xander spoke a little bit about their group, and Xander wasn't feeling comfortable about it, and then went 3-0. And then I like had a semi look on what's it called, on race time, and I'd seen that Xander had won. But yeah, a GFM in Snowhead is always nice.
Yeah.
Probably the one dungeon you actually really need it.
It's been a long time since I've seen somebody actually do this room the way you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, because I think you can bomb jump anyway to skip it.
Yeah, you can bomb jump as Zora. Easily. You can also hookshot the crates.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, that's for Simple Way.
Yeah. There's a big chest up there. The day I learned you could hook that chest, my life changed. Bunny Hood! Hudge. Buffering again?
It's really not playing nice today.
No. Yes, you can hook that chest if it's a large gilded, because it peaks high enough that the hook can get to it. I'm just gonna report this real quick.
Yeah, so back to the podcast viewing for now. We are seeing Xander do the Wizrobe. Like, immediately. It's already over. And Yosha is checking... Oh, it's back. Yosha is checking Deku Playground Final Day. And seeing the Silver Rupee. Is Yosha trying to beat Deku Playground on day 3? Hadn't Yosha already done Deku Playground? Or was that Xander? Someone's been in Deku Playground. Okay, that's all that we can do in Snowhead for now. There's 2, 3, 4 checks remaining. But they're all fire arrows locked. Yeah, ISCT is a pretty decent shout at this point. You're going to be looking into dungeons for boss keys. Because if you just find a boss key in Great Bay, you can beat that, even though you don't have fire arrows. Or like you said, if you find Stone Tower Temple boss key in the 6 checks in ISTT.
We could be seeing Shrine could have fires.
Yeah.
Stone Tower. At this point, there's still a lot of density around. There's enough that. Oh, speaking of, I could do a where are fire arrows? But
yeah. You really want Oath on BBW at this point, so you don't have to worry about STT normal. I mean, we can get both songs, right? Because we could do Castle. Oh no, we don't have fire arrows, of course. Duh. But there's probably gonna be a likeliness that Stone Tower is gonna have something. It regularly does when you've got BK shuffled. But yeah, the bet is live if you want to get your bets in for where fire arrows could be.
there's a big chest.
Could just be right here.
It could be right here. It could be in twin mold pre twin mold room with all the rupees. I think we checked the bat chest in Graveyard. I want to say.
Yes, we did.
Oof. That was close.
Well, would be raw.
Well, would be pretty gross. Doesn't look like there's anything on Gomez. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Fox. I think it's the Thin Bridge rupees. I mean, it could be Thin Bridge on either side. Oh wait, they're the same rupees. Did we check the, Did we check the rupees, at the beginning of the right side entrance of Incinerated Stone Tower Temple? You know where that chest is, behind the light block?
Yes, yeah. So there was a piece of heart and a red rupee.
Cool.
And there was a big chest inverted there as well. So it could very well be, I believe that's STT map chest.
I'm wondering if we're gonna get the second rarest Wizrobe here.
Oh, absolutely. We'll absolutely see that. I mean, if you're a Yosha fan, you kind of want to see fire arrows in this cleanup because Xander is like almost further in the chain, so it kind of might be more skipped.
Yeah.
If it's just along the way whilst you're clearing dungeons looking for boss keys at this point, it's just going to be highly unfortunate. It is just going to heavily... There's a boss key.
Yeah, there was a boss key chest there. And regular Stone Tower side. Yeah, there.
Yep. So you do need to get into STT.
What's that?
There's a stone
What?
mask.
A stone mask, okay.
As Yosha is going to Pirate's Fortress.
I mean, we might need fires if Elegy is behind Egos. If that is the Stone Tower boss key, of course. That would be the only scenario where we would need fires for those. Ooh, validation chest.
Just a small one. I think we've seen all paper, so pendant?
Bean.
Beans. Of course, we've only seen one of the two beans. I did see something red there. Oh, it's a red rupee, I think.
I see a couple things there. Ooh, hello. Stone Tower Temple, as usual, being absolutely stacked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if Elegy is on Blue Boss Swap then.
I think you might be right.
I think.
There's a blast mask.
No, there's a boss
There's a
key.
boss key.
That's Woodfall. Yeah, that's Woodfall.
That's Woodfall, but Woodfall's in Stone Tower Temple.
Okay, so my guess is, based on the amount of big chests in Stone Tower Temple, I am predicting that it could potentially be on Blue Boss Swap. We know where Woodfall is. Oh no, it's in Stone Tower. Couldn't we just full clear Snowhead? We have oh no, we don't have fires. No, we don't.
No, we've done everything that isn't fire locked.
We could illogically do GBT.
Yes. But at this point, the only thing we've not seen is for boss.
This is really messy. What are our options now? We've got the well. We've got Akana Canyons. We've got Pohut. Pamela. I mean, Mirror Shield could be required for Pamela. And the song. Wait, Mirror Shield isn't required for Pamela. What am I on about?
No.
The...
everything has been seen in GBT.
Yeah, so we're looking east now.
Apart from
so
the boss.
So Shrine, Well, canyon, and that's it.
Well, not well, because we don't have Gibdo.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we could do backwards well. Painfully. Because Pamela is available to us. So it's a good thing that Xander didn't complete the Stone Tower. Because then Pamela would not be available.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I didn't know that was foolish, actually. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was Great Bay Coast.
I think because we've seen all the checks in Great Bay Coast. Yes, unfortunately, I think we're likely to see east instead of north for Yosha here. It's just unfortunate that the seed is pushing Yosha further away from where the Goron mask is.
Ocean Spider House chest. I mean, to be fair, right, the Garahins could say fire arrows could be on Gorman, right? Something simple like that.
Could do.
Yosha wins if he rushes aliens. Yeah, these temple clears are so rough because they basically all require fire arrows.
Yep.
Provided,
I feel like it's...
like, either way...
It's... Go on.
I was just gonna say, like, either way, we need fires for all of the temples.
Yeah.
Like, even if... Because we can't get the blue boss warp. Unless it's
you can't do Woodfall with... Can't do Woodfall without Elegy, you can't do...
Which could be fires locked.
Yep.
Midnight Meeting is dead. Yes, happy 2 hours, everybody. We're a little less confused, but still confused nonetheless. Just gonna wait for the Scourhand. Frog is non-required Swan title, dude.
Yep.
Helpful, much later.
Oh, I just realised if Yosha sees that, that would push Yosha even further away from Goron Village.
Yep. Okay, so happy 2 hours, everybody. Feel free to put the happy in quotation marks if you wish. I am Shannon I'm your restreamer, your seed roller, and one of your commentators for today, and I'm still slightly confused. Please just don't mention Epona. In the commentary box with me, I have SGD Sean. Hello.
Hello. I think I might crash more than this stream has.
Yep. And in the tracker cage, we have Axel Ryman, and Sean's leg might be in there. It started with Sean dangling his leg in the cage, then Axel started chewing on it, and now Sean might have lost a leg. Don't know. But yeah, apparently the cookies weren't good enough for Axel, so here we are. Oh, the bone's still there, apparently. Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's nice.
How considerate of you.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, Shell. You joined at a great time. If you wanted protein, just ask for it. This is the Majora's Mask Mystery Tournament Season 2 Round 1 Game 2 match between Xandervile and ChaoticYosher. Yeah. We're vibing.
Yeah.
Just to quickly lay it out, Yosha hasn't gone north enough to get Goron. Goron is in Len's Cave. Just gonna throw this out there. Yosha refuses to go north. Fire Arrows locks every single dungeon. So, yeah.
The first bomb bag was on the blue rupees, like on the west ramp.
Yeah, and Tournament.
And the bow was in Deku Palace rupees, which was pretty early because we had an early Deku mask.
So, we've got Dungeon Entrance Rando. Oh, Fisherman's Game is dead. Dungeon Entrance Rando. Woodfall is Inverted Stone Tower Temple.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we also have boss keys in any dungeon. GBT had Snowhead's boss key, but we don't have fire arrows, so logically we can't complete GBT. Snowhead was vanilla. Obviously we need fire arrows to complete that. Woodfall is in Stone Tower Temple. Mirror Shield is required for a song, which means it's either Elegy or it's Oath to Order. Either way, we need fire arrows. Blue Boss Warp is the other song location that we have, but the thing is, without Elegy, which is probably locked behind fire arrows, which means we can't get into Stone Tower Temple, because we've full cleared all dungeons at this point, to the point that we possibly can. There's nothing we could do without fire arrows, basically. There is a boss key in normal Stone Tower, which is either vanilla or it's inverted Stone Tower Temple. It's one of the two. Which, guess what? Is locked by either Blue Boss Warp or Mirror Shield, which is fire locked. Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of fire. Lack of fire going on here, which is basically locking the whole game. And Yosher refuses to go north. But yes, we're getting a Pamela check. Woohoo! See, that didn't confuse me as much as the Epona thing did.
Yeah, if we just ignore Epona...
Yeah, just don't Epona with me, or else I'll cry.
Yeah.
And don't mention boss keys anywhere, and then Sean will cry. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just Sean, every time he sees foolish GBT, is like, oh no, trauma. Not again. Where was the bomb bag? The bomb bag was Termina Field West Ramp. The blue rupee. Yeah. Termina Field West Ramp. That was the first one. Sphere Zero.
Alright. We've got to be seeing Shrine soon here, I feel.
We have seen Blast Mask. It was in Stone Tower Temple on one of the rupees.
I'm just gonna be inclined to say that's bomb locked. I don't.
We've
Yeah,
had other
it's
bomb
bomb
bags, though, haven't we?
We've had one other, but I don't remember where it was.
I want to say Pirate's Fortress. Snowhead.
Snowhead.
That wasn't that deep.
Snowhead is in Snowhead. Magic's in GBT. I'm just going to trust the fact that this randomizer is functioning and there is logic to it. And I'm just going to trust that I don't understand it.
One of our mystery tournament runners, SGD Sean, everybody.
Don't remind everyone!
I gave up on explaining anything after Epona, so, I mean... Yeah, I think we've seen all 3 bomb bags.
I don't even know at this point.
Honestly, I think this whole tournament just needs to go in the bin. After all the issues we've had. Just in this last week alone.
It's all part of the fun. It's always good seeing a healthy Majora's Mask racing community.
Yeah.
Which, if you're watching, thinking Majora's Mask is a cool game, and you don't want to do the craziness that is Mystery, the Scrubs currently have a very beginner-friendly, like setting string tournament starting. It's just been in qualifiers, or it's just on the first two. There's like, I want to say 13 more that you can enter with asyncs as well. There is one tomorrow.
Everyone qualifies as well, don't they? And you get put into groups with people that are of your caliber.
Yep.
So you won't get ruffle stomped, as I think it was Sonoholic worded it, or Cine.
Yeah, it's a very good entry into Majora's Mask. Definitely recommend checking that out.
Yeah.
And if you are slightly crazy and really enjoy mystery, you can use the bot in the MMR Discord to roll you some mystery seeds, and you can play your own versions of hell. I mean, great seeds.
And if you really, really want a chance at suffering, just ask me to roll you a seed. I'll do it.
You will suffer.
As Sean has many times. Teehee.
And
both
as
of our
Axel will eventually.
Yeah. Both of our runners are kind of just following each other around. Yosher's going north! Go, Yosher! Do it! Do the thing!
There we go. We're gonna see Goron Mask. And then it's just about getting light arrows in Snowhead.
Can we just talk about how it's 2 hours and 10 minutes in and Yosher's going north?
Better late than never.
We're getting fish walk!
Why are we getting fish walk though? Twin Islands is foolish.
Don't tell him that. Let's just have a fish walk. Yeah, oh. I lost his fish! Decoupled. But what do you mean by decoupled? Do you mean like an async tournament?
The only decoupled I can think of is like with entrance randomizer, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. That would be awful. I sure as hell wouldn't want to restream it. All I'm gonna say though, right, is as anyone who has ever watched MMR, remember it is healthy to walk your fish. Have you walked your fish today? Dawn, have you walked your fish today?
Yes.
You sounded so confident in your
Yep.
completely convincing.
My fish has been walked at many a place.
Are you fishing, son? No, I'm walking my fish, Dad.
Yeah, now that Axel's chewed off my leg, my fish is gonna walk me.
I mean, it works out. My fish was so excited to go for a walk today. He wouldn't stop jumping around. Go, Yosher, go! 2 hours and 12 minutes, you're finally going to get your Goron. No way. Oh, he's doing the swamp title deed. The foolish swamp title deed that we've had hinted.
Yeah, but Yosha hasn't had that.
I know, but this is still painful. Guys, can we all get our clapping ready for when Yosher finally picks up his Goron mask? Can we all just cheer?
Can only imagine what's going to be going through Yosha's mind at this point. Tournament races can be stressful as it is, but when you last location something, it feels really rough.
Especially something like this. It's not so bad if it's like Gibdo, right? But Goron? You know, we were joking at the beginning of this race that Goron was going to be really late, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Get ready. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah! Party, party! Oh, yeah. Look at the anger. Look at the anger.
Yep. I do not blame him in the slightest. That would frustrate me so much.
He did the thing! Woo!
It's so unfortunate to have happen, but it can easily happen.
We're doing Secret Shrine. Let's go!
There's not many other options left at this point.
I know. It's good. We were just. I had to say that because we were focusing so heavily on Yosha. Then I was like, don't forget, Xander is going to do something we haven't actually seen yet.
Yep.
But yay, we finally got Goron. Please don't check the grotto. Twin Islands is foolish. Oh, he's going back for the song. That's Sonata, isn't it?
Yes, it's Sonata.
Then he's gonna realize the whole Cetus fire arrow is locked, and then he's in a Fires Casino. Also, guys, make sure you get your bets in for fire arrows, because it's probably in Shrine at this point.
If it can be on War, then I'll take the bet win.
Someone bet for what, quickly?
Yeah, me.
Someone else bet for what?
Did they outspeed me?
You got a Sonata! Congratulations! You found it!
Yeah.
Proud!
Yeah, so you will just fall into light arrows, at least looking for boss keys, so that's going to be less of a concern. So it's just going to be about quickly retracing the steps in the dungeons.
To be fair, you have not much left to do now. Just, you know, pretty much Snowhead and Shrine.
Yeah. Mirrors in Pinnacle Rock, which is Way of the Hero, but Xander crashed after doing Pinnacle Rock and hasn't been back yet.
You should have checked the waft command shell. It says on there. Don't blame me. I blame you. You didn't check the waffin.
I'm sticking up for my commentator in this, which says a lot because I'd be very quick to blame Shan.
Here we go. It's work time. Get ready for the DVD logo.
Come on, my bet. Come on.
It's definitely going to be in a final chest.
Just to spite me.
Yeah. Oh, Ocean Title Deed wasn't lost. I can take that off.
Yeah, there's no point grabbing it when you don't have fire arrows, so it could just be that they're waiting for it and we don't know. Or waiting for a fire arrow, sorry, and we don't know.
We don't have Elegy, unfortunately, and Elegy is fire locked.
I think at this point, Elegy has to be in castle, right?
Yeah, which is fire locked. But even if it's on Blue Boss Warp, it's still fire locked. It's fire locked.
Well, actually, no, it doesn't, because Boss Warp for Snowhead becomes a thing, because they've got the Snowhead boss key.
Hold. Oh.
Oh.
They didn't. Yeah, they crashed after PR. Implants. That's nice. Right, hold. Hold.
It's also a big chest.
Hold. Everybody silence. Are we finally free from this horrible seat? No.
No.
The fart reverb, guys. Basically. Okay, so the bet stays open for like another minute. Right, so what have we left, people?
Yeah, what do we have left?
Where is... Oh no, please don't say it's...
Oh, we haven't seen Gorman Race.
No way. No way is it on Horse Race.
Oh no.
No way.
If it's Gorman Race. If it's Gorman Race.
Skull Kid had a Pona.
Oh no.
Nah. It can't be right.
I kind of want it to be.
I know, so do I, but... Bruh. So it's what? Horse Race? Have we had Treasure Chest game yet?
No, we've not. I don't think we have.
Oh my god.
I think both runners... They must have done it, because both runners have cleared East Clocktown.
Okay, we've seen Treasure Chest game.
Okay, yeah. I did think it'd be a bit odd if we didn't see it.
Wait for this to be Gibdo. Bruh. Hold. Hold.
Oh.
No! 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 No way! No way! Yoshi, you don't have Mirror Shield!
Oh!
You don't have Mirror Shield! You didn't pick it back up!
No, Xander doesn't have Mirror Shield. Yosha has Mirror Shield.
Sorry, I was talking about Xander. Xander, no!
Xander just realized. Oh my lord.
Oh
and
my god,
this is what...
Actually... Sonaholic actually guessed Gorman Race.
Yeah, Stonaholic put it in like 15 seconds before Gorman Race. I respect it.
But
it was open for a very long time.
But for the subscribers, obviously, you know. Because I do one for each.
That is funny. So we're in stream go mode. But yeah. I'm starting to worry that Xander doesn't actually remember the Mirror Shield.
To be fair, he probably does. I really hope he does. They do. Even...
Yeah, I'd like to think they do.
The only reason why Xander would need to get it right now is if it was Elegy. So this is better, because they can just grab the blue boss warp, see that it's which song it is, and how important getting Oath is earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Pojo, we've got one boss key that we still don't know the location of.
The only issue with getting Oath in final hours is that you get the Oath cutscene.
Yeah, but at least that'll then tell you that Mirror Shield's in Pinnacle Rock.
True. Of course, we're still looking for boss keys. Well, we know there's one boss key in Stone Tower, in the lava room, because we saw the chest for it. We've already got the Snowhead boss key, though. That was in GBT. The only thing I will say is that we're in go mode once we have all 4 boss keys. At the moment, we're not. Wait. Xander, there's a fairy in here. Oh, wait.
Xander already did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot it wasn't Fire's locked.
Picking up the circus leader mask, as you do.
Of course.
Yeah, so we know that there's a boss key in Stone Tower Temple, so I feel like Stone Tower, like...
We're only missing 1 boss key, theoretically, is what that's saying. Because we've got Woodfall, we've got Snowhead. What was the other key we got?
Woodfall and Snowhead are the only 2 we've got.
Oh, sorry,
and then we know of 1, and we don't know where the other is.
1, and then, yeah.
So what it's going to come down to is, if Blue Warp is Oath, that should force Xander to go to Pinnacle Rock and get Mirror.
Yeah.
Because you know of Foboski that's in Stone Tower Temple, and you'll know that Elegy is
on Egos.
Yeah, is on Egos.
I mean, one of the boss keys could be in Woodfall as well.
That is also true. But I think I would still say you full cleared Stone Tower Temple first. Just because if I remember rightly, it's in kind of a deep check in Stone Tower Temple.
Yeah,
I don't remember where it is exactly.
It's the lava room chest.
Yeah, so you'd probably just full clear Stone Tower Temple, and from that point, you then, because you want to put off Woodfall because it can be super quick.
Yeah,
you can finish Woodfall, boss included, if you can call it a boss, in like a minute and a half with Hookshot.
To be fair, it might be worth doing Woodfall first, because that's where the Stone Tower key could be. And then you would literally just push regular Stone Tower just for that boss key and leave.
Yeah.
It might be quicker to do it that way. I guess it doesn't really matter which direction, but the thing is, if you go into Woodfall first and you find the other boss key, you know all you have to do is go into Stone Tower and go to the lava room. Which is, if you were to do it the other way around, it'd probably be more time consuming, because you'd have to full clear Stone Tower. Otherwise, Stone Tower Temple.
Yep. So we've got the first boss down at 226.
I mean, it's not a bad time for mystery, to be honest.
Yeah, I think there is a way that runners sub-free this seed, I think.
Absolutely.
Because you already know where one of the boss keys is, so it's just about if you get lucky about the final boss key.
Yeah. And you push north early.
And that's Elegy.
Okay, so you could just leave Mirror Shield to whenever.
Alright, leaving Spring Mountain Village immediately makes me think that Xander does in fact remember the Mirror Shield. In fact, that's exactly where they're going.
Coast now, yeah, they are going to coast.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I can see this potentially sub-freeing. I think it does depend if the boss key that we're missing is in
It's in what's it called? Stone Tower Temple.
And that's lights for Yosher. Unfortunately, I just don't think there's a way that Yosher can claw this back anymore. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, it's entirely justified. I can 100% see why not going north, or sorry, I can 100% see not going to north without Goron Mask, which is, I mean, is highly unfortunate. But Mystery is a hard set of way to run this game.
Yeah.
And regardless, like, okay, it's a minor setback, but they could be proud of.
It's unfortunate that they decided to do everything else, which was more time consuming than just going north. Which I understand why some people don't go north, is because it's time consuming without Goron. But unfortunately, in Yoshi's position, it didn't work out for them. Now let's just hope they don't find Gibdo.
Xander, you could have just used for light arrows.
Where's the fun in that? Oh, we're getting a sound check, guys. I wonder if Yosher has randomized ocarina sounds. Let's have a look. Ooh, he does. We rarely get a sound check. So enjoy this randomized ocarina sound check. There's oath to order. You're welcome. Sorry, Gigi. It's a rare opportunity that we get sound check, so... Mamma mia! Now that's what I call music. There we go. You guys can have normal music back now. Instead of random ocarina noises.
Oh, I don't know about that. We have had super flatulence brothers for long periods of this restream.
Yeah. We're just vibing now. Ah, yes, Stone Mask, Stone Tower Climb, my favorite. So I guess while we're waiting, we have got another race in about 2 hours. It's G Green Cola versus Fifth Whammy. It's their second game. And then there's a chance that we have another race after that, which is Pojo Lone Wolf versus Gratoffy. So, yeah.
Very busy for Mystery.
Very, very busy indeed. So, Yosher will be commentating later, one of the races. So the next race is at 11 PM UTC, so 6 PM Eastern. G Green Cola versus Fifth Whammy, KT Bean, Majoria, Alley Oops, and GG. And And then we've got at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we got Pudge Lone Wolf versus Gratoffy with Captain, Yosher, and possibly Axel. And then tomorrow we've got one race, which is Cindy versus the other section, which is game 2. And then on Thursday, we have Bucky versus Alf, the rematch for the race from yesterday with the technical issues that they had. And then also on Thursday, we have Cindy versus the other section, possible game 3, depending on whether or not it's required, based on the results of game 2. Very exciting. And then on Saturday, we have Sonoholic versus Pixel Shake, game 3.
Yeah, that blew my mind that Sonoholic and Pixel Shake did like 2 races basically back to back.
Yep. But yeah, that's our roster for the week so far. Very exciting. None of these races are EU friendly at all.
Nope.
Just this one. But there was also Tony versus Nasha, but I signed up for this one first, so. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I signed up for both and then realized that next to your name it said Restreamer, and I was like, okay, I see which one's getting restreamed.
Yeah. Well, I had signed up for this one like ages ago, so.
Yeah, Xander has been unfortunate not to get a restream.
Yeah, at all. And that's why I wanted to get this one on. Hey, look, Picto.
FD is on Aliens, so we won't be seeing FD.
Yeah. To have seen an Aliens for FD, to be honest.
I'm gonna laugh if this Garrow Master has the hint about fire arrows. Oh, just a Pohot was dead. Oh, I've not seen these rooms that Yosha's in for a while.
Vanilla Stone Tower. Well, vanilla inverted stone tower. This is rare sight. Yosha's like, what? What do I do in this room again?
I respect it.
Boss key. That was a GBT boss key. So that's all the boss keys. Here we go. Literally.
Have we opened chest one?
I don't think Xander got the other one yet.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't know the backflip strat to get out of Igor Bridge. That's my assumption. I could be wrong. Upside down high five! The runners are just doing the same thing, but upside down and backwards.
There we go. Now it's just going to be a quick go mode of 3 dungeons. Probably see it turn into final day.
Hookshot was laundry pool, red rupees.
Night 2, yeah.
That's 3-0.
I also keep hearing on Xander's audio, whenever they like finish from soaring, it kind of like sticks a little bit and it sounds like it was going to crash, which is a little bit spooky.
Deku was Bank 2-1.
Bank 1. And we started with a wallet. Not that it matters for Bank 1.
Yeah. See, how come I can remember this, but the moment I start talking about Epona, I want to cry.
But we agreed not to talk about it.
I can't not talk about it, though. It's making me emotional.
But yes, for anybody who is tuning in now, of course, I'm just trying to pull it up on my other monitor at the same time as I say this sentence. Xander did, in fact, win race 1, as opposed to what the graphic says. And we'll be going on to the next round, because these are best of 3 matches. Where they will meet either the winner of Sonaholic or Pixel Shake. For a place in the...
confirm, the race room also says that Xander won.
And I believe that is our first brackets match that has been fully concluded at this point. I apologize if I'm incorrect, but I'm fairly sure this is the first... Well, I don't know if Tony and Nasho have played multiple games, or if they were doing their first game as we've been commentating this one. Oh, it is in fact a game too.
Yes.
But for anyone who will want to watch that afterwards from either of their perspectives, I will not mention the result, just to avoid spoilers. I think it kind of depends if Xander's comfortable with twin mode without FD. I would imagine so. But that could take up a chunk of time if you struggle with accuracy.
Yeah. We haven't seen Chateau this seed.
We have. It was in somewhere kind of early.
It was in the game somewhere, gotcha.
I know we've seen it, and I know it was in a chest, which doesn't narrow it down.
No. You tried. I mean, you could always buy it if you're desperate and you need to kill time. So it's not a silly question. There's no silly questions around here. Yosher didn't go north. It was simply that Yosher didn't get Goron. Goron was in Lens Cave, and it took him 2 hours until he went north. And that's simply it. Why is Yosher doing Shrine and then Song of Time? Worries. Glad I could help. I'll tell you the thing that I keep doing when I do bow twin mold is I kill blue first. And then immediately regret it. Like, so quickly. And for anyone who doesn't know, if you kill blue twin mold first, red twin mold speeds up.
I did not know that.
Now you will. If you ever kill blue
if I can help it, I'm killing twin mold with a fist deity mask.
Yeah.
I cannot aim on emulator to save my life.
But yeah, I noticed it in the Scrubs race that I did. I was like, wait, is red faster? Like, I always thought it was a myth. And then I was like, oh my god, trying to aim for twin mold. I was like, oh my god, it's so much faster.
Nicely
Has he got
done.
the song from Ranch? No. So that explains exactly what he's doing right now.
Yeah, because that could just be elegy, and you find. Hopefully, this pushes Yosher into Gormanaries.
No. Yeah. I still can't believe fires were on Gorman Race. I mean, we didn't have that many choices left.
It was definitely an interesting location for fire arrows.
No, absolutely.
No Princess to the Moon?
Nope. Oh, maybe. Just inverting first.
Sorting the time of day out, and then... No, we are not rescuing the princess. And sending her to the moon.
I think Axel lost count after 69. At least with double magic, you pretty much don't need to worry about Majora. It's just arrows. I'm quite sure we've got all of the bows, or at least most of them. So, 40 should be fine. Providing you've got decent Zora GFS Switch gameplay. You could also use Mirror if you're desperate.
Am I right in thinking that Xander did do Adolwa? I believe so, right?
Maybe. Again, it's an empty boss room, so... I think we missed it. But I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to click it, but I wasn't too sure.
I remember they hookshot the torch, and then that's it. That's about it. That's all I remember.
You see it marked on their tracker? Don't you mean Yosha's tracker, eh, Shan?
I am not even gonna humor that. I'm just gonna let you... Sorry, but I'm still reeling from Epona, so... And that was like 2.5 hours ago.
All right, chat. When we talk about the interview, let's not mention Epona.
Yeah. Well, some might
And
just...
then let's not tell the runners why we're not mentioning Epona.
Yeah, Epona is pretty irrelevant to the interview, to be honest. It really meant nothing because it was on Skull Kid.
I mean, it was also incredibly relevant because Gorman Race was Go mode.
True. Epono. Perfect. So, there is a delay on this race. And the race is concluded. I found out what happened to Xander. You know, during the Pinnacle Rock thing?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a crash. They accidentally turned their console off.
Whoa.
I was just like, what? Yeah, Xander will explain in the interview. Yeah. Why crash when you could just turn it off? Also, I just want to say a massive thank you to Tomotalk for fixing the markers on the overlay. Turns out it was something I'd never done before, so I didn't know it existed. So now it is correct, and Xander now has the point, and then, yeah, sure. It's been swapped. We fixed it. Woohoo!
Hooray!
Yay! Yeah, it was a weird time to crash, so yeah, it wasn't a crash. We're all good. I'm learning. Yay! Saber. So, you remember the whole they don't have Zora thing? Well, just go watch the beginning of this commentary and just listen to me talk about Epona. And then that... Yeah. I confused myself so hard, I was confused for about an hour and 20 minutes.
It was pretty amusing.
Oh, it was bad. It was me trying to explain Epona, Sonata, Blue Boss Swap logic. Just don't. I'm getting triggered by it again. Throw up in my mouth a little bit. Fuck. Oh my god, it was awful. It wasn't too deep into the... Oh, Smithy 2 is dead. Shock noise. Yeah, just... It was awful. Yeah, that was literally me. I kept saying, just forget everything I just said. And then I would start going on about it again. And then I'd go forget that too. It was really awful. And Sean was just like, God help us all. But hey, I mean, it's Sean's first commentary with me, so gotta give him the best experience, you know?
I was warned prior.
Yeah. Yeah, the logic for the seed was... See, the logic wasn't too bad. I mean, the Fire Arrows Casino was kind of gross, but everything was really slow sphere. Pretty much. Like, if you think about it, Fires was, like, really slow sphere. And Goron, super low sphere.
Fire arrows, load sphere.
Yeah, well, it was, because it was just on opponent, which was on Skull Kid, and Bow was sphere 0. Wasn't it? Was it? Yeah, we started with...
No, Bow wasn't sphere 0 because it was in
sphere
Palace.
1. Bow was sphere 1, I think, because Bottle was sphere 0, Deku was sphere 0. So we could get into Deku Palace for the bow. So it's sphere 2 bow. Which meant sphere 3 Goron mask. Which meant sphere 3 Epona. Okay, I'm gonna stop there because I've said Epona and now I'm gonna hurt myself otherwise. Also, here we go. Are we gonna get Stab Majora? That's the question. You know, we only had 6 settings for this, and they were awful. I think this race would have been finished so much earlier if it wasn't for boss keys anywhere. Ooh, nearly a 1-cycle incarnate. So what do you guys rate this seed out of 10 for pain?
Mild 3.
Yeah, but that's because you've experienced worse.
Yeah, this is not one of your rougher seeds.
No. I think it was only rough because the runners made it difficult on themselves.
Yeah.
We thought dumb thing with fire arrows. I mean, fire arrows were kind of just there.
But there is for GG's, for Xander.
True. There was never a good time to do Gorman race. But yes. So with a time of 2 hours 55, 30, 66. Let me just double check.
Xander has got their sandwich. Which I am quite impressed that someone can go to Tesco and be back that quickly.
I know. They probably live next to it.
With that speed, buying a sandwich as well, they might live inside a Tesco.
Yeah, they might live on top of the Tesco. Yeah, Yosher literally played the seed until Xander got their sandwich, so... Just waiting for them to join the waiting room.
Yeah, I think they're both interviewing, if I saw that correctly.
Yes, they are.
Okay, we both know what the first important question to ask is, and that is, what is Xander's meal deal?
So, just waiting for Xander to join, and then I'll pull them both in at the same time. If anyone has any burning questions, now's the time to ask them so we can prepare for the interview. Right, here we go. Interview time. GG's to both of you. Hello.
GG's.
So,
what an adventure.
So, before we get on to you, Xander, I just want to ask Yosher, why didn't you go north?
I didn't.
Why'd you go to north so late for Goron?
Oh, that was just... I didn't wanna. I don't have a hard reason on that one. I went there because of... I wanted to check for snowballs. Snowballs weren't on. I was like, okay, I'm out.
I nearly did this. In fact, I think I did do the same thing. I just went back pretty early after.
Yeah.
Now, should
yeah,
I have dipped Great Bay Temple a second time? No.
Yeah, literally Yosher did everything but go north for 2 hours and like 20 minutes. Yosher looking for Goron.
Wait, you did Great Bay Temple twice?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I got
I
ice
thought I
arrows
was-
and was like, I'm going back.
I thought I was insane with how I did it, but sure.
And it would have been a third trip inside if Yosha would have found the fire arrows.
God.
Those fire
Have you?
arrows, right?
And I
Oh,
wouldn't have
20
found a
questions.
Bonsky.
20 questions time, Yosha, then. Where do you think fire arrows were?
Well, here's a lot of the problem. I'm out of checks in my brain, so that's
you're
not
not.
great.
No, you're
In
not.
my,
No.
in
We
my
can
brain,
promise you-
obviously I'm not. But
We
So-
can promise
I forgot
you
about
that.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the answer may
20
surprise
questions.
you.
We were out of
Base
checks in our brain
or
too.
mystery?
Do you want to play 20 questions, or do you want us just to tell you?
20 questions. Is it base
Alright.
pool or mystery?
Base pool.
Yep.
Ah, it's always base pool. Ah.
You're gonna
It's
hate
also...
this.
Is it north?
No.
Oh, okay. Darn. That guess was going towards Smithy 1, because I cancelled out Smithy 2 with hints.
I didn't even know Smithy was... I didn't... Okay.
I guess that's not realistically a place where I was getting it before Lens.
True, yeah.
Okay, Great Big Coast was hinted foolish, very late for me.
Very,
Big
Yeah.
Rock
very
we've
late.
That's
been
weird.
through. Cape I think I cleared out. Okay, is it east?
It is not
Is that a
east.
question, or is that
No.
you think?
Is it central?
Yeah.
Is
What,
this area
what are you
central? It's a
defining
weird-
as? Yeah, what are you
Yeah.
defining as central?
Yeah.
Okay, is it Termina Field still?
No.
No.
No,
Okay. Is it Clocktown?
No.
no.
Is it Branch?
It's on the way
Oh,
to
no.
Ranch.
On the way. What?
Think
Well,
of a check that would
there's
hurt
a
you
place
just as much as that Goron
Between
did.
Ranch and Field.
The only thing left would be Gorman Race, which
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, neither of you did until
I
like
did it so late.
226.
The great thing is, that seed, I was literally having a heart attack thinking, where are fire arrows? I'm so late. Yoshi's going to have found them. He's going to be so clear at the end. And then I had a sinking feeling when I was doing day 3 Deku Playground. I was like, crap, Deku Playground rupees. Oh no.
Yeah, I
That's
had
how I
the
was
same
hoping I
thing when I
didn't have
ended
to
up in
reset.
Deku Playground.
But I got
So,
lucky because I full cleared 3 of the... Yeah, pretty much 3 of the dungeons by that point. So it's like I only needed fire arrows.
so do you want to explain to chat what the hell happened, Xander?
So, I did Pinnacle Rock, Full clear Pinnacle Rock, lovely. Got the Mirror Shield. I was a little bit annoyed because I was hoping for magic or fire arrows or something better. So I accidentally dropped my controller because I was like, God damn it. And then as I went to pick my controller up, I accidentally punched my Wii on the power button, which turned it off and lost 5 minutes of progress. Now, luckily, the only thing I got in those 5 minutes was junk checks and the Mirror Shield. So it was very easy to go back when I got magic, which, by the way, how early was that magic that I didn't get?
Oh god.
You too, huh?
Yeah. Did you get the Great Bay Temple one first as well?
I sure did. I
Yay.
went Great Bay Temple as soon as I could.
Yeah, same. And I thought that was the first logical magic. It was so sad.
I did until I found the second one, that's for sure.
Yeah. I don't even remember where the second one was. It was somewhere
No
still.
clue.
Town archery.
Of course it was. Of course it was.
Oh yeah, and then I did Swamp Archery 3 or 2 hours later.
Yeah, same.
Yep.
I basically left all my mini games for one massive mini game rush, and then was like, "Well,
Yep. We do
Gorman
run the
race is the
same.
last one."
We were talking
So-
about this between our races, like
We
we
are very
route so the same.
We are very similar.
So at one point, right, I swear Yoshi was getting desperate to the point where he did beavers.
You did Beaver. Oh, for the Romani mask for Gorman.
Yeah. I didn't
was
have
gonna do-
Goron yet.
That was my very last situation. If I didn't get fire arrows from bombers, the 2 Deku playground checks, Gorman race, I'd have gone to that. Also, you guys don't know this. Yosha, that Deku mask placement again.
Again.
Bank 1.
Bank-
Again.
Did it happen to me again, or just
It happened in race 1.
that I was involved in?
Yeah, literally on Sunday. Or whatever it was.
Yeah, it would have been your two's race 1.
Oh,
Yeah, it
our
literally
race
happened
one.
in our race 1. Exactly the same
I do
thing.
not blame you, Yosha, for repressing all memory of previous seeds.
All seed memory is gone like 10 minutes after I find the item. It doesn't last long in this brain.
Oh, I remember too much. I can still remember 3 seeds in a row, Shiro having either light arrows or auto order, so...
It's okay. I kept reminding Sean of the wild cards, so throughout the whole commentary.
yeah, fair, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still not
Eddie
over it.
Key, so
Exactly. Oh look, any keys. Are we gonna have another foolish dungeon? Because we hadn't had the third foolish at that point, so we were like,
Oh, I hate any keys for that. I absolutely despise it.
Yeah.
It's like my least favourite setting is, especially boss keys. Small keys, fine, you can skip them. Fair. Boss keys, ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I share that
Also-
sentiment with you.
The lack of
We-
settings was something.
I know.
I
For
still
such
don't
a
know how we got
weirdly
5.
for such a weirdly routed seed, there was like no settings.
Yeah.
Like,
The only one that didn't affect dungeons at all were red rupees and blue rupees.
that's
that
not
about?
true. Not true, actually. There was 2 boss
was
keys
it?
in Stone Tower Temple on the rupees.
No, but as in, sorry, apart from red rupees and blue rupees, all the settings affected only dungeons.
Oh, right. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't explain that well.
It's okay.
Where are the settings though? Because I have like fairies and rupees. That's it.
Fairies, boss keys, any dungeon, rupees,
boss
dungeon
keys.
entrances, and rupees are 2 settings because it's red and blue. Actually, is rupees 2?
There is an option for just dungeon rupees, but if it's on in the overworld, it just automatically includes dungeon.
What about the blue ones? Does that count? I thought that's only 4 settings. Maybe there is a 5th.
So if blue or green on,
Oh.
it's like if a rupee is set is shuffled in the overworld, it's shuffled in dungeons.
I know what the 5th setting is. It's long quest because frog choir was foolish.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That was it. Yeah.
So the rupees are counted as multiple?
No, the rupees are counted as 1. So it was rupees as 1, fairies another, dungeon entrances, boss keys anywhere, and long quest frog choir.
thought it had to actually shuffle an item to count to the 5 limit, but I guess not.
No, it just it's like setting like whatever's enabled that's not normally, I think.
I didn't know there was a 5 limit. So
There is a minimum of 5. I don't think there is
Yes.
a maximum, but I don't.
There's no maximum.
There is no maximum.
There's theoretically no maximum, but there are a lot of if or that turns it into 0 probability. It's weird.
Yeah, like long quest, song sanity kind of stuff. Yeah.
You can tell I looked at the script first.
You actually read the essay.
I made my own as well based on
Yep.
it, and then I made it massively out of date.
I think Xander meant that he read the Python, which is...
Oh, I massively read the Python.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Nerd. Ugh. That was fun.
yeah,
It
so
was until the end.
Until the end.
so with that result, you're awaiting your next round matchup, which is against Sonaholic and Pixel Shake, who are the game 3 coming up in 5 days, something like that.
Not looking forward. That's gonna be scary.
Is there a
Well-
preference of who you'd want to go up against?
Not really, because they're both scary.
If I could roll the seed, I would, because that is one thing that would make Sonaholic nervous.
I mean, it made me nervous, and then I had reason to be now.
Yeah.
From what I know of their races, they pretty much traded exactly the same opposite. Like it was roughly 2.5 hour to 3 hour speed, and it's just like they just traded it perfectly. So they're pretty close match.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, that's scary.
Well, how did you find Mystery Yosher?
History was a lot of fun. Like there's so many close matches happening. It seemed like once brackets started, they weren't as close.
Yeah.
We had a lot more blowouts, but
They were close until they weren't. Basically. Yeah. It's been a really interesting tournament so far.
it's been a cursed week for the bracket.
Very good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
There's been a lot of even matchups in the bracket, and then there's some that are a bit like, oh god. I think Sonaholic was
Hardware and network failures.
Oh my god, yeah. There's been a lot of technical issues over the last couple days.
Indeed.
Just a few. Some being looked into. Some, like Xander punching their Wii by accident. That's a you problem.
Let's not
And
remember
a bit of a
the,
skill
internet-
issue.
The internet issues at the start as well that's now solved. I'm still on hotspot.
I'm so impressed, but then again, British mobile hotspots usually pretty good.
And then British internet's dread.
But yeah, ironically. Yeah, I think I've only seen a few people that have been nervous about their matchups. I think Cinny was. But they're going into Game 2 and Game 3 later this week, so exciting times. So yeah, I went through the timetable a little bit ago. We've got a race in about an hour, which is Colin versus Fifth. And then we've got Pojo versus Gratoffy later on this evening. Yeah, so keep an eye out. There's a lot of Majora's Mask going on at the moment. And as the rounds progress, there will be less races, but still plenty of races to come. And then soon enough we'll have Season 6.
Yay.
I'm tired already. Well, thank you guys. Is there any last comments from anyone?
Not from me.
I was gonna say, no? Okay.
No, I don't have anything.
I'm good.
Yeah, you guys can just vibe now.
Oh, yes.
Should find someone to raid into now. Should have kind of done that in advance. But yeah, Xander, enjoy your break.
Yay.
Because now is your time to take a couple days off from racing, sleep, eat.
Yeah.
Also, question: how did you manage to go to Tesco and back so fast?
Oh, it's only around the corner. It's one of those Tesco Expresses.
There you
It's
go,
like a
Sean.
petrol station.
Okay, then this follows up with the even most important question, actually, which I could have
What type of
asked.
sandwich?
What's your meal deal of choice?
Oh, it was just a pure ham one today. I had a McDonald's for lunch, so I didn't want to go extravagant.
Fair enough.
And I got a Mars
The
bar.
Europe
duo as
thing.
A Mars bar.
well. Duo. So two.
Whoa!
Whoa! And some water because I had a bit of a headache afterwards, so I was a bit dehydrated.
Yeah, always stay hydrated during your racing and your commentary. And your tracking. Although apparently Axel was eating Sean's leg the whole time, so.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt in the morning.
Nom, nom, nom.
But yes, thank you guys. That is going to be it from us for this race. Stay tuned in an hour. I believe it's going to be on Zelda Saab 1 as well. It's Cola versus Fifth Whammy. And then later on, we have Pojo versus Gratoffy. Hopefully, if we could get the team together. But thank you guys. And we shall see you soon. But not me and Sean, because we're probably going to go curl up in a bowl and die because we're European. So, bench time.
Yay!
Yay!
You could just sleep normally.
Where's the fun in that?
That would be sleep normal.
Yeah.
Ah, of course.
We're Europeans. That is
It's European. You don't understand. I mean, I'm Canadian, but I've lived
Especially
in
Brit.
Europe longer, so I mean, it's whatever. I've accustomed to the way of life over here. Maybe it's just a British thing.
Yeah, I think it's a British thing.
Possibly. But,
Stiff
yeah.
upper lip and all that.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you guys later. Enjoy your little break before our next couple of races. GG Xander, good luck on the next round. And
Good luck.
Yosher, GG's for your time in the tournament. And now you can go rest. And are you going to be competing in season 6?
We'll see. I'm
Who
going to
knows?
try to get some scrub stuff in. I know that's sideline of ZSR, but
Yeah. Cool. Well, I shall see you guys later.
Bye!
boy.
Boy.